Now, months of violence in Hong Kong have strained police and public ties, and while the police are still seen to be unpopular among the public, experts say both sides will eventually reconcile. Why Kid explains.
Some see this as necessary law enforcement. Others see this as brutality. While police can easily break down these barriers, it's the invisible ones that are hard to tackle. Walls built from months of violence, protests and anger. Walls of distrust that have caused an obvious divide between the police and public.
The government has been using the police as an instrument of suppression, and the general pro-democracy movement perceives that the police is not impartial. Since June last year, every round of clash between the protesters and the police exacerbates the mutual distrust, even the mutual hatred between the two camps.
The Hong Kong police is a combination of ordinary police and paramilitary forces. So for many years, Hong Kong people only see the police as simply policemen and enforcing public security, solving problems of people in the streets, etc. But when Hong Kong has to cope with the turmoil, particularly violent riots, we have no army. The only thing you can do is to call in the police, and they serve as soldiers as well as paramilitary police. When police in Hong Kong play that kind of role, which they have not played for many, many years, people will feel very unhappy, because that is not the kind of policeman they have in their mind. And they never see the police as using force.
In the last 6 months, we've seen videos of violence in protests and law enforcement. But in the months of coverage, I've also witnessed for myself how some members of public smile, give thumbs up, as well as encourage some frontline officers while they're on duty. I've also seen how some officers having calm and courteous exchanges with peaceful protesters.
Various opinion polls done last year showed that the police rank lowly on public perception. And there's a general sense that people are against the police. But Prof. Lau says that's a manipulated view.
I think it is their tactics. You send in two bunch of people. Some of these people would be violent attackers. The other are the so-called silent supporters, playing the role of the same role in the demonstrations to make it difficult for the police to take actions. And then after the police have taken action, then they surround the police and create a scene where the police seem to be very much unpopular among the Hong Kong people.
Question is, do the general public see it this way? And the bigger question is, will the ties between police and public ever mend?
The cooling process can start right now. They should indicate very clearly that they want to start a healing process. And to start a healing process, they demonstrate clearly that they would like to show more self-restraint, to show more tolerance. No one wants confrontations on a long-term basis. People realize that you need a reliable police force.
And once this turmoil has ended, I would say that it's quite easy for the police-people relationship to be restored to a reasonable level, even though a kind of antipathy toward the police might continue for a while.
Perhaps there is indeed light at the end of the tunnel, and it's just a matter of trudging on to get there. Leung Wai Kit, CNA, Hong Kong.